Welcome to the Kerfuffle. I'm glad to have you guys here. Can we talk about a video?
Yeah.
With are you on a BMX bike?
Yeah, they're BMX bikes.
I'm a fan of BMX. I actually originally from Oregon.
Right.
So here's what I want to know. The dude in the video sitting on the car with a mask and a bat.
Oh yeah, that's him.
Is that Holden?
Yeah.
That's a little freaky, and I like it.
That video did not go well in the shooting process.
No.
It's an interesting video because you're going side to side. You're snaking it on your bike. He's there with that mask. And I see to the left and your right when you're some older guy jogging by. Was that a plant? Or did he just...
No. Okay, so I got to tell you the story of this video because there's actually a story.
Yeah, we're talking about cassette tapes.
Cassette tapes, yeah. So the car in the video, it's our actual car.
It's got a hell of a paint job.
Yeah, we call it the Dead 30 Mobile. Because Dead 30 is our collective. And then our producer was driving the car. Holden was on it with like the ski mask and stuff.
Yeah.
And then so basically we just found this like strip of road in San Diego, which is where most of us are from. And it's kind of like a hiking like bird watching path, and like no cars ever drive on it. It's just people walking and stuff. So it was like the perfect place to just plant the car and do this one shot video. And basically, you know, because it's one shot, we'd have to go down to the back end of the road and like, you know,
well, I see
do it a lot. We did it a lot.
I see this guy running by, and that totally caught my attention because if I was like I love riding a unicycle. I'm sick on it. And I can imagine if I was going by on a unicycle and you guys are filming this damn video, I wouldn't know it was a video shoot. I'd think, holy crap, what is this dude sitting on a car with a mask and a...
So basically what happened was like
gimmick.
Our like fourth take in, like a squad of police cars shows up.
Yeah, like 2 or 3.
Like 2 or 3 like police
Hands on the
cars.
strap.
Oh yeah, a bunch of police like rush out with like hands on the guns, shaking, like freaking the fuck out, and they like start yelling at all of us and like get on the floor, and we're like, oh my god.
And then Holden jumps off the car, the ski mask
and he's
on.
like, put the weapon down.
Drop the bat.
And then they make us all get on the floor, and they're like, who's got the deadly weapon? Because some fucking... Oh, am I allowed to curse?
No, not really.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
That's all right. We're live on the radio. It's just we've got a zero tolerance policy. This will be my last broadcast. That's all right.
Whoa. Oh, wait.
No, we're good.
Okay, we're good?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. I'm sorry.
Let me ask you this. Did you get a text? I got to ask. I'm going to ask about you being on a label that is run by Mr. Pete Wentz.
Yeah,
How do you get the attention of Pete Wentz? Tell me about that.
We don't really know.
I don't know. It's just like... we made this string of videos like independently, like Dead Kids and cassette tapes and stuff like that, and then there was the unlisted link for them, and they just got passed around through the industry, and we'd kind of like spent like 2 or 3 years being acquainted and like having problems with just tons of people in the industry like who'd come across our music and try to change it. And when we met with Pete and Spencer, who's our manager, they were like the first people that we'd met that like weren't trying to change what we did and actually genuinely and believed in like what we were doing and why we were doing it and understood the message, and like we're the first people that like fully iterated they wanted to like be an extension of us and like help us in a way that was going to be organic and not like manufactured or anything like that. And
well, that was another question of mine. What is getting a compliment from anybody else, but specifically a dude like that who has a lot of success on stage and off? What does that make you feel like? Because I know I like when my boss gives me a compliment. You know what I mean? Everybody likes a compliment, and everybody likes you vibing. You just like when people vibe on your work. And so if somebody is vibing on that, doesn't that make you feel good?
Yeah, it does.
Badass Air Jordans, dude. Do you guys make different music because you're from San Diego than if you were on the East Coast? There's a sound that comes out of California, but a specific sound if L.I.F.T is on the West Coast versus the East Coast, right?
Yeah, we didn't really even grow up on like Blink-182 and San Diego bands and stuff, but we were a part of that scene because it was the only scene that there was in San Diego. So we were like, all the bands are post-hardcore pop punk bands and stuff like that. And
that's where we take like a lot of our live inspiration from.
Yeah, a lot of the live show elements. Like we cultivated our live show at a local level, and at a local level is just a lot more aggression and passion and like competitiveness and so for the most part that's where that's cultivated. And then like the sound, the only reason the sound in any way emulates that is because our producer Cameron, who's originally from Colorado, moved like with his pop punk band when he was really young or not like really young, but when he was like out of high school, to San Diego to try to make it in the music scene there. And I met him at the local venue, because we'd be the only two people hustling for our bands, handing out flyers and stuff.
Yeah.
And we moved to London, we were producing like hip hop tracks. It just, everything he made, like without like, we were trying to make like old school sounding hip hop, because he grew up listening to like Nine Inch Nails and like all of these industrial bands and pop punk bands. Everything came out like really sonically like industrial, how it does on our record and stuff like that. And so that's why it emulates that sort of sound.
Do you sort of gravitate towards those recording notes, like when you'd play something and then you go back by the soundboard and do I don't know, I mean, are you maybe you're smoking blunts, it's none of my business, but like when you go back and talk to him, you're like, yo, I like the direction in which that kind of goes with us?
Yeah, like
you feed off of
I don't know,
man.
we creatively do things in a very specific way, and like we've always been attracted towards doing things like we have our own home studio, and all the sounds, like I'd say over 80% of the music is comprised of like industrial sounds, like sounds that we've captured, like whether we go out and record like our sync or go out and like record traffic and then go and mess up all the harmonics in Melodyne or something. It's like everything is taken from, that's like what's attractive to us. That's the kind of thing we do. Yeah.
Well, to open up a show like Kerfuffle with your band L.I.F.T is pretty cool. I will say this. I'd like to thank you guys for making a song called Cassette Tapes. It seems to be hitting, we all gravitate towards songs for different reasons in our personal lives. And that song right now in the summertime is just hitting. And it's almost an anthem-like. So
no, thank you guys so much for playing.
I can't wait to listen to it when it's cold out, not hot as hell. So thank you guys for stopping by and kicking off Kerfuffle 2018.
All right. Thank you guys so much for having us.